Welcome everyone. In this video, we are going to cover Chapter 1 of the Australian Citizenship Test resource, Australia and its people. This chapter is all about who Australians are, our history, our Indigenous heritage, and the national symbols and traditions that make Australia unique. Let's go step by step. Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. Australia's story begins with its first peoples, the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. They have the oldest living cultures in the world, stretching back at least 65,000 years. Aboriginal peoples are from mainland Australia and Tasmania. Torres Strait Islander peoples come from the islands between northern Queensland and Papua New Guinea. These communities have deep spiritual connections with the land and sea, which they express through art, dance, and storytelling. Their beliefs, traditions, and languages are diverse, and they form a vital part of Australia's national identity today. Early European settlement. European settlement began in 1788, when the first fleet arrived from Great Britain. There were 11 ships carrying convicts, sent here because prisons in Britain were overcrowded. The new colony was called New South Wales, and Captain Arthur Phillip was its first governor. Despite difficult beginnings, the colony survived and grew. Later, more free settlers came from Britain and Ireland, shaping much of Australia's early culture, laws, and politics. Then, in 1851, gold was discovered in New South Wales and Victoria. This started the gold rush, bringing people from all over the world, including the first large group of Chinese migrants. Within a decade, Australia's population more than doubled. The nation of Australia. In 1901, the separate colonies joined together to form one nation, the Commonwealth of Australia. This was called Federation. That's when the Australian Constitution came into effect, creating our national parliament, government, and high court. At that time, the population was around 4 million, but Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples were not counted in official figures until after the 1967 referendum, when Australians voted to include them. After World War II, millions of Europeans who had lost their homes migrated to Australia. In later years, migration expanded even further. People arrived from all over the world to build new lives, reunite with family, or escape war and poverty. Today, Australia is one of the most diverse multicultural societies in the world, and that diversity strengthens our connection to the global community. While we celebrate this diversity, we also work hard to stay united as one nation. Our national language is English, and it's important for all new migrants to learn and use English, not only for work, but to fully participate in Australian life. At the same time, more than 100 Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander languages continue to be spoken and valued. Australia's states and territories. Australia is a federation of 6 states and 2 mainland territories, each with its own capital city. The national capital is Canberra, located in the Australian Capital Territory, ACT. Let's go through them quickly. New South Wales, NSW. Capital, Sydney. Home to icons like the Sydney Opera House and Harbour Bridge. Victoria, VIC. Capital, Melbourne. Famous for the Gold Rush, Melbourne Cricket Ground, MCG, and the 12 Apostles Rock formations. Queensland, Queensland. Capital, Brisbane. Known for the Great Barrier Reef, tropical rainforests, and sunny beaches. Western Australia, WA. Capital, Perth. The largest state, rich in mining, agriculture, and tourism. Icons include Margaret River and the Kimberley. South Australia, SA. Capital, Adelaide. Famous for its wine regions like the Barossa Valley and the Flinders Ranges. Tasmania, TAS. Capital, Hobart. An island state known for its wilderness, Cradle Mountain, and Port Arthur. Northern Territory, NT. Capital, Darwin. Home to Uluru, Carter Tutor, and vast desert landscapes. Australian Capital Territory, ACT. Capital, Canberra. Home of Parliament House and national institutions. Traditions, welcome to country and acknowledgement of country. Two important cultural practices show respect for Australia's First Peoples. Welcome to country. Performed by a local Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander custodian, welcoming visitors to their traditional land. It can include speeches, songs, dances, or smoking ceremonies. Acknowledgement of country. Can be said by anyone at meetings or events. It's a way of recognizing the traditional custodians of the land and showing respect to elders past and present. Both remind us that Australia's story begins with its first peoples and continues with respect and understanding. Important national days. Australia Day. The 26th of January. Marks the arrival of the First Fleet in 1788. It's Australia's biggest public holiday, celebrated across all states and territories. It's a time to reflect on our history, celebrate our diversity, and recognise everyone who contributes to modern Australia, from Indigenous Australians to new citizens. On this day, we also have citizenship ceremonies and the Australian of the Year awards. Anzac Day. The 25th of April. Remembers the Australian and New Zealand Army Corps, Anzacs, who landed at Gallipoli in 1915 during World War I. It's a solemn day to honour all Australians who served and died in wars and peacekeeping missions. Anzac Day is about courage, sacrifice, and national unity. Australia's flags. Australia officially recognises three main flags. Australian national flag. It has Union Jack, which symbolises our British heritage. Commonwealth Star, 7 points, representing 6 states plus 1 for territories, and Southern Cross, a constellation visible in the southern sky. Australian Aboriginal flag. Black colour represents Aboriginal people. Red colour represents the earth and spiritual connection to the land. Yellow circle represents the sun, giver of life. Torres Strait Islander flag. Green colour the land. Blue colour the sea. Black colour the people. White dancer's headdress represents the islander groups, and white star represents peace. Australia's national symbols. Commonwealth coat of arms. It shows the 6 states on a shield, supported by a kangaroo and emu, both native animals. Above the shield is a gold Commonwealth star, and behind it is the golden wattle, our national flower. Australia's national flower is golden wattle. Blooms with yellow flowers in spring and grows across southeastern Australia. Australia's national colours is green and gold. The colours of the wattle and our national sports teams. Australia's national gemstone is opal. According to Aboriginal legend, a rainbow once touched the earth and created its beautiful colours. So, that's Chapter 1, Australia and its people. You've now learned about our Indigenous heritage, European settlement, the formation of the nation, our states and territories, traditions, important national days, flags, and symbols. All of these topics help you understand what it means to be Australian, and they'll definitely help you prepare for your citizenship test.